because it was heavy and, you know, how we dry out.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, whoa, I might need to chill out. I might need to chill, but I appreciate it. Listen, I appreciate it. All right, let me stop bullshitting and like my shit. Let's get these vibes going.
Yes,
right? Yes.
Positive energy, Palo Santo.
Yes, gotta like my Palo Santo. I feel like it's not a complete episode. And of course, one side I don't want to light, so I have to switch to the other side. But it's not a complete episode unless I get this going. There we go. Like my candles. This is all vibes. It's all about the vibe, baby.
I feel like I just want to strip and just.
It is called Lez Get Naked. I keep saying that. So you feeling good, Emilia?
I'm feeling amazing. You're from this 90-degree weather.
Yo, I'm about to strip down my damn self. It's about to be a naked episode of Lez Get Naked.
It's all right.
Let's get naked. Like the juice do, like the juice do. Step on the go, baby, me and you, baby, me and you. Let's get naked. Let's get naked.
But hey, family! And thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Lez Get Naked with MzMo. Listen, I'm gonna dab myself down one more time.
Yes.
Because it's hot as hell today, y'all. It's hot as hell today. And I'm not mad at it because we've been looking for this for a long time. And outside is open.
But don't be stupid.
Oh, you heard her.
Please.
You heard her.
Please.
Don't be stupid. So listen, I always tell people why I have you here, but I'm not going to run your resume for you. But I have the beautiful Emilia here. Emilia, tell them who you are and what you do.
My name is Emilia. I go by EmiliaXRated since, I'll say, 2005.
Come on.
I will say now that I'm assuming the position of a public speaker in the field of wellness. I am a lupus warrior. So I find it's part of my life's purpose to just keep all those who also suffer with lupus sane and above ground.
Okay.
And I'm an educator as well and a healer, and I know that, so I try to surround myself with individuals of like mind.
Yes.
And like purpose as well. So
I'm gonna just say sorry now for dabbing on you like I'm Whitney Houston, because
it's all right.
It's just what's gonna be throughout this whole episode.
It's okay.
I'm
kind of jealous. I'm not sweating like that right now.
I mean, I know that the pores about to be clean as hell by the time this is done, but
I'm like, are my pores not working?
It's not cute with the camera, but I'm here for it.
It's all right. It's sexy, okay?
Right, I'm giving you do.
Yes,
let's So yes, Emilia is, I feel like you always undersell yourself. She is like an educator when it comes, she's what did you call yourself? A loopy warrior. I love that. But aside from that, she's also a radio personality. Don't let her fool you, okay? She's also a media personality all the way around. And I brought her here because I have been watching everything she's been doing. Yeah, hi. You got a fan.
Sips.
You got a fan here. I have been watching your story. There have been moments where you have had me in my bed with the Viola Davis snots crying. But it's not bad cry. It's like I see your strength. I see your story, and it's incredibly encouraging. It's touching. I'm about to cry now just saying it. Because it's powerful. It's incredibly powerful, and I needed her to come on here to share her story with my Lez Get Naked family. So I'm going to start off by asking, when did you find out you had lupus?
I found out that I had lupus in my senior year at Northeastern University, 1 month before I graduated.
Bruh. And if you hear extra voice in the background, we got Rafi, a little special guest. No, it's cool. We got Rafi, a little extra special guest here doing some behind the scenes. Giving us ad-libs actions. But no, I have to make sure I shout you out because I appreciate you coming here today too, Rafi. But yeah, so I feel like you have to break it down for someone like myself because I don't think I've done enough research to understand exactly what lupus is.
Absolutely. So to give you a quick rundown of my story, yes, it was my last month in my college career. I underwent open chest lung surgery, April 9th, 2012.
My God.
And I was set to graduate May 4th. So you see.
No time to actually recover and.
No, but I did it.
We're gonna get into all of that. My God. Okay.
So lupus essentially is an autoimmune disease. What I could compare it to is almost like AIDS and HIV.
Okay.
But it also has characteristics of cancer. And the reason why it has characteristics of cancer is because it eats at every good cell, every good thing in your body, especially an autoimmune system.
My God, okay.
So for an individual like myself and anyone else who has an autoimmune disease, we're immunocompromised. Okay. So if you have a cold and I catch that cold, it could be detrimental to my health.
Got you.
So we're like hermits. Well, we're at least supposed to be hermits. I'm not a hermit.
I was about to say, you defy everything I've ever seen.
No. Through this journey, it's taught me that no is not an answer. You cannot tell me no. That same year, my doctor said, Emilia, you need to be on oxygen. You need to have a walker. You can't do this. You can't do that. I graduated. I walked across the stage. Jesus. My feet were swollen. Let me tell you.
But you walked across
the stage.
Oh, my gosh.
Then I moved to South Carolina. I was supposed to stay here. Yeah, no. I moved.
Down, first of all, anybody that knows the medical system down south.
It's Jesus.
Wow, you need Jesus. You understand me? Because the doctors are not going to save you at all.
They don't. They won't. Lupus who?
What? They're like, they probably got to look up what the hell lupus is. You need some Robitussin? Like, that's what they know down south hospital.
That's all they know down south.
Oh, so you moved to South Carolina.
I moved to South Kakalaka.
With an autoimmune disease.
With an fresh autoimmune disease. Taking 16 medications 3 times a day.
So did you do because I know a lot of times people will move down south but still kind of like be by. No. Okay, so you were depending on their medical system. Yeah. How in the world was that experience?
That was the dumbest thing I ever did in my life. The reason why it's the dumbest decision is because when you are diagnosed, and this is for anyone who is freshly diagnosed with any type of a disease, you need to come to terms with the fact that you have something. Don't deny it, because if you deny it, when things start to hit the fan, you won't be able to catch control of it because you're still in this state of mind that I don't have this.
Got you.
But I'm also not going to say that you need to allow it to take reign either. Okay. Don't allow it to define you. So at that point in my life, I was like, I don't have lupus. Lupus what? Your girl ended up with, I was going into kidney failure. Jesus. For the first time.
Notice she said for the first time. You see my face stop when she said that because I'm going to get into how many times, but.
First time.
That was your first wake-up call, kind of?
Whoa! That was that whole light bulb and it burst.
What does that look like when your kidneys are failing on you?
For the first time, my skin pigmentation got completely, like really, really dark. You can't really function.
Okay.
When you're urinating, it hurts. And it's not really like a physical thing, it's more of internal, so all my blood tests and my urine samples and everything was off.
Got you. I mean, I've had a kidney infection, and I mean, that was pretty miserable, so I can only imagine. Good God.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, and you said that was the first one?
First time.
What happens when you then get that, when your kidney starts failing? What do you do then to kind of transform and realize, all right, I've got lupus, I got to start taking it seriously?
Take medicine.
And how many different medications?
16.
And how often?
3 times a day.
Yeah. And you're not a victim, you're not some sob story, but my heart. Like, that's a lot to have to deal with.
But that wasn't even the worst.
There's more.
Yeah. So that was 2012, we're in 2021.
Okay.
This past February, I was clinging on to life.
I saw bits and pieces of you chiming in from the hospital for that. First of all, thank you.
Yeah, I called it Beyond Scared Straight ER edition.
Yo, what is wrong with this woman? Yo, what is wrong with her?
You have to laugh.
You do. And I appreciate that. I live in that. You have to.
I was in the ER, like, man. And the reason why I went to the ER, I'm someone who's very transparent, so I'm going to tell you how it is. I can't lie to you. I was pissing blood.
That's scary.
Not blood like Menses, a little spot. No. It was as dark as me.
That's scary as hell to think about.
So I'm in the ER, and I named it this because I love Beyond Sketch.
It is a funny show. It is a funny show.
And sometimes this is a B, and she gets me to a point where I'm beyond scared straight.
Got you. In this past bout.
February. Whew.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in a hospital for months on end,
Mm-hmm.
but this time was the worst.
Yeah.
And it started with the ER, and I'm looking out, and all these like physicians and everyone's around me, like, Amelia, can you hear me? And I'm like, what? And I see this old man walking with his Johnny open in the back, and his balls are hanging out, and I'm just like, Lord, is this your sign that everything's gonna be okay?
Is this your angel telling me?
Is everything gonna be? And then what made it worse is because we're in this pandemic, no one can be here with you.
Yes, and I think that's where my heart bled for you the most. Is I'm seeing you document, what you're going through, and the fact that you had to go through all of this by yourself in a hospital.
Yes.
No family contact. Most you could do was FaceTime.
That was the worst.
And her, if anybody knows Emilia, she is very close with her family. You understand me? Shout out to their sister Luna. I love her very much. But yeah, you two are like thick as thieves.
Yes.
So I can imagine that being an added stress on top of dealing with the physical stress. Dear God. And then you're clinging on to your life.
I'm clinging on to it.
How did we get there?
So take it back a few seconds, few
Yeah.
steps. When you are in a lupus flare, it depends on what organ lupus is affecting.
Got you. So it can attack any.
With me,
Got you.
it attacks my lungs, my heart, my kidneys,
Jesus Christ.
and now my skin.
Okay.
So this time around, I hit rock bottom with my kidneys to the point that I'm now on a kidney transplant list, as well as a lung transplant list.
And do you see?
You can't. Sorry.
Come on. You could never.
No. The reason why I'm so I push to look, like a picture of good health is because it does not define me.
I know that's right.
Lupus is when you see me, you don't see lupus.
No.
You see Emilia. You're gonna get Emilia.
Exactly.
But I have days when
Of course. When that
I
bitch
can't
gotta
do it.
show up. That bitch is like, nah, I'm here. I'm gonna show up for you.
and those are the days where I say I wake up and I choose violence.
Got it. And I appreciate you. You do show every single side of it. The days where, like, literally your body is transforming on you, like, bloated for no reason. Like, trust me, I tuned in. That's why I'm like, I feel like I'm walking this journey with you. I can only put myself in your shoes. I could never say I understand it 100% or I am, in the same boat. But I appreciate you being so transparent so that I can see what that looks like. You know what I mean? But then still show up looking like, sis, I'm here. You know what I mean? In the midst of it. And there's so much beauty in that. There's beauty in your strength. There's beauty in your fight. And please continue to keep going.
Absolutely.
You understand
Absolutely.
me? I'm sorry, I always like to get into those little moments, but let me stop back to your story. I'm sorry. Your story. So you're in this hospital, you had complete kidney failure at this point. Are you like on breathing machines type of deal? Or
I refuse.
You refused it? Okay.
I refuse it because this is where like the spiritual aspect comes in. You need to speak life into yourself. So with every breath that I take, I have intention. So I'm breathing in life. It is. You have to manifest your own destiny, your own breakthroughs, and that was my breakthrough. My trouble breathing. There was a point in time where I couldn't even go up 2 flights, but not even 2 flights, 2 stairs.
Jesus. And you just walked up these stairs and there was nothing.
And I went to 3 stores looking for ice.
Yep. I'm sorry. First of all, I'm sorry.
It's not you. It's not you.
It's the ice shortage. Everybody's got cookouts going on. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Public service announcement. If you need ice, use trays.
Right. I have them too, but I be trying to, I'm sorry.
Where is the ice?
On the day like today, everybody got the ice. You better believe everybody. But so she did a whole runaround for little old me. So I thank you for
I
doing
haven't
that.
broken. I'm sweating.
No sweat. Just came up all these flights of stairs, and you're on a transplant list
for my lungs and my
for your lungs and your kidney. Like, I can't. That's nothing but spirituality. That's your walking proof that there's something out there bigger than us. You understand me?
And anything and everything is possible.
I didn't sign up to be emotional today, Emilia.
Listen,
this is not going to be the episode where I get into tears. This is not going to be the one.
Because it happened.
But tell us how spirituality plays a huge role in your fight.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Spirituality is me. That's where the healing part of Emilia is.
And speak about your spirituality, what that means. Because, some people subscribe to religions and people subscribe to tell them specifically what your spirituality looks like.
All right, let me see how I could make this make sense. I grew up Catholic, and then when I moved to South Kakalaka, I got saved, and I put that in a quotation because I don't still to this day know what being saved means. I know I didn't have sex for a month.
We're not going to hell.
I don't know. I was like, oh my gosh, I got saved. I can't have sex with you. But then a month went, and I was like, this is not it.
This is not what I subscribe to. I don't like this.
I said, Lord, know my heart and my body. I know we're not supposed to be going.
Listen, I don't think this is what we're supposed to do.
No. So, a couple of years ago, my dad has been a huge force in my life when it comes to meditation. Again, speaking life into my own self, into those around me. So, spirituality to me is the belief that I, as the vessel, need to be aligned with how I think, how I speak, and how I move. And if I want positivity around me, I have to be a projection of positivity. If I want light, I have to be the light.
Come on, real quick. I don't want to interrupt. Where's the bathroom?
It's all right. It's okay. It's all right. I can edit this out. Just run straight across. If you go downstairs, you'll actually see it as you're going down the stairs. It's the open door to your right. You'll see it.
But yeah, it's all about projection and how you feel on the inside.
Yeah.
And I think spirituality to me is definitely how I feel, not what I see. Like, how does something make me? Like, how does it make me feel? Do I feel good doing this? Do I feel good talking to this person? The energy.
Ooh, that's real. Because a lot of times we'll guide our lives based on number one we're told or what we see, but not pay attention to what we feel. There's a lot of things that like make me feel good, but society necessarily would say it's not okay.
Right. And society dictates a lot for us. And through my whole lupus journey, my doctors dictated a lot of how I was supposed to feel. It was never a conversation of, Emilia, what do you think? Until this past episode.
And when they finally stopped to ask, Emilia, what did you think?
I told them, listen, I'm here. Emilia's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And the biggest conversation that I had this past trial was whether I wanted to have kids.
Yo, divine timing, because I literally just released an episode where I went into that whole thing about because I have PCOS, so I have to have the conversation about, wanting to have kids, adoption, things like that. So what did that look like for someone with lupus?
This is not everyone's story.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So yours
is the
story.
beauty. So if you have lupus, trust me, it's not gonna look like me.
Okay. First of all,
you won't have to
exactly. But I mean, even I feel like I've seen. In God rest her soul, like you remember a friend of mine. She ended up passing from lupus, and she was a strong warrior like you. You never saw any sign of it until it was like towards her last time. But when you see the poster child, so to speak, of what society, that word puts out there for lupus, it's always like this this frail looking sickness. And it's like when I see people like you, these are the type of conversations I want to have because I want for somebody who thinks, oh, I've been diagnosed with lupus, now I have to shrivel up and die to a certain extent.
It's not a death sentence.
Thank you.
It's not a death sentence. Your doctor is not a judge.
Thank you.
There is no jury.
Nobody can tell you. You understand me? Nobody.
Listen, the only person that can tell you that you're going to die and when you're going to die is you.
Say it again.
And that's mental suicide, so we don't want to put on that.
Can you tell them again, though?
The only person who could dictate your destiny in that moment, your fate in that moment, is you.
Boom. Your will.
That's it. If you want to live, you will live.
Come on.
If you do not want to live, you won't.
There you go.
And that's however you define living.
Exactly. Oh, we about to have a part 2. You understand me? Because I feel like I can go so many different levels with this Emilia. You understand me?
I can do it.
Speaking of which, because I know you're a master with your words specifically, using your journey to tell your story through your podcast, Namafuhyou. Did I say it right?
Namafuhyou.
Namafuhyou.
Actually, Namafuhyou, but I can't.
You gotta be nice and politically correct and stuff. It's stupid. But I resonated with that 100%. Clearly, that's why I started Lez Get Naked. I used my trauma and was like, I want to have a space to tell my story and open it up so everybody else can do the same. Zero judgment. And you did the same exact thing. Tell me how that's been working for you.
My safe space.
Wait, before you continue, I hear Rafi coming. Come on in, Rafi. You say I'm gonna grab a snack first, then I'm gonna come.
Well, can you give me a bottle of water?
Would you mind grabbing her water? We can edit this, no worries.
That's the fun part.
Mm-hmm.
You sit with my headphones on, like.
That's I can literally work my full-time job while I'm editing my podcast stuff. That's the joys of working from home. That's the joy. But yes. So now I don't remember my question.
Namafuhyou.
Yes, thank you. So tell me what has been the experience with Namafuhyou.
Namafuhyou has been really, really fun.
And of course, Cassius now wants to make a cameo.
I'm sorry, you know I love the pets.
Don't sit your butt down. Now, go.
He's like, oh, he's here.
No, keep going. Keep going.
How old is Cassius?
He's 4 now, and he thinks he's got a mind of his own. Go. He don't pay no bills. He don't pay no bills. We're trying to make decisions.
He is old.
Yeah, he's an old one. Yes, your experience with Namafuhyou. Sorry about that.
Namafuhyou started off as a Juve outfit.
Are you serious?
Kid you not. Shout out to Sterl the Pearl who made my shirt.
Oh, the whole big city family. Shout out to Sterl.
It was a middle finger.
Yep, I remember it. It was
the Hamza.
Yeah, I'm saying the Hamza that I've always said that wrong. It's Hamza.
That's how I pronounce it.
I don't know. I'm like Hamza. Mad country. I'm country. Don't judge me.
This is a safe space, ladies and gentlemen. I am no judgment. Please do not look at my facial expression.
So yeah, it was the Hamza hand with the middle finger.
With the middle finger. And I don't particularly like the middle finger, but it's a very strong gesture.
Yes, it is.
And when someone sees it, they go, ooh.
It catches your attention.
It definitely does.
And it gets the message across.
Absolutely.
100%.
That is where Namafuhyou came. It's
Okay.
a mixture of namaste
and
fuck you.
Oh, wow.
Basically,
that's
it's
my
fuck
energy.
you peacefully.
That's my energy.
Mm-hmm. So Namafuhyou is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle choice.
I'm subscribing to Namafuhyou.
You should.
understand me?
No, so this is how Namafuhyou is structured. No person, thing, place, noun, anything should receive your energy if it takes too much from you. You should peacefully tell them to fuck off.
There you have it. I've been trying to teach myself that for a while.
It's hard. It's difficult.
Creating
boundaries. But for me, with lupus, or just life in general, stress flares me up. I don't need that.
When it literally becomes detrimental to your health,
I don't need it.
You'll learn how to
And if a person
yourself.
becomes detrimental to your health,
Namafuhyou.
peacefully.
I love it. I freaking love it. So tell me what are your future plans, or where do you see Namafuhyou going?
Namafuhyou is gonna blow up.
Yeah, I know that's
right now.
Speak it.
Right now, you can hear Namafuhyou season 1 on every listening platform. That's iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. You name it, it's there.
Yes.
Let's just say you're gonna see my face in a lot of other places.
I know that's right. Hopefully, we can get that voice back on the radio. Hopefully.
Do you hear my voice?
Do
you guys hear my voice?
And it's so much better when you get it off. She's good. She's
I
good.
I turned myself on.
I'm not mad at it. From one sultry voice to another. I'm not mad at it.
I'm trying to get on sultry Sundays.
You trying to take my spot? You trying to take my spot, Flash?
No, I told you we have to do the orgasms. Like at least one Sunday a month. Once.
I like that. You see how the building happens right here? You see how it happens? I like that idea. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Stay tuned, because I might have to reach out to you about that one. But
my DMs are open just for you and nobody else.
I know that's right. Actually, I always Lez Get Naked. I might as well get in your business just a little bit.
Oh, please.
Now that it's summer 2021, outside is open, even though you're not going outside like that.
The streets are calling.
The streets are calling your name?
No. They can't pronounce it. That's what I love. My name.
You can't even pronounce my name.
You cannot.
No? So you saying you behaving this summer?
Absolutely.
Okay. You got a bae?
I do have a boyfriend.
Oh, I got it out of her.
Yes. But that doesn't mean anything at all, because we're two individuals.
I know that's right.
I come as a full package. And I don't like clothes. I have no type of behavior, and I'm Emilia. And he loves that, so that's cool.
It's easy to
Make
love.
it
That's so dope.
Very.
That's so freaking dope. All right, so I won't even get into your business like that anymore because we're here for a serious time.
Listen, we gotta get the whole
I'll get into your business on Sultry Sundays because you're coming. That's official.
Coming.
Wow, that's what she said. Anyway, let everybody know where they can find you, Emilia.
They can find me, EmiliaXRated, EmiliaXRated. And it's only X-rated because I don't have a filter. And you can take that in any way, shape, or form.
In no way, shape, or form does she have a filter. No matter what you're talking about, you can not expect her to have a filter in what she's going to say to you.
No.
Okay, I'm here to tell you.
You take me as I am. I have nothing at all.
Come on, Mary.
Yes.
Yes, all right.
That's what, on Instagram.
I'm gonna say you gotta drop all of it.
Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat is actually epitome of class because I am the epitome of class as well. So
I know that's right.
you know, there's a duality to me.
Okay, and you can also catch it. And I don't drop it at the liquor store because you don't want people pulling up.
Shout out to Crest Liquor.
I love running up on that Crest Liquor. Like, hey, boo.
Yeah, because I'm sure some people gonna listen. Like, I know that voice.
Exactly. That's
it's
what
the blonde girl.
It's the blonde girl from Crest Liquor.
It's me.
But listen, I appreciate you for showing up here today to tell your story. This is only the beginning. I know that you're going to take off and skyrocket.
I receive it all.
Anytime you have a mission to serve others, you're doing the right thing. So, you know, I'm a constant fan. I'm a constant supporter. Anything you do, I'm here for you, and vice versa. I hope vice versa. I know.
What?
I know it is. I know it's vice versa. And family, yo, thank y'all for coming. If you are looking for me, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, MzMophila, MzMophila. You can also follow the podcast, Lez Get Naked, LezGetNaked, with an underscore on Twitter and Instagram, and without one on Facebook. Also, if you want to come onto the show, you have some questions, or if you just want to talk about something just with me and you, send me an email, lezgetnaked@gmail.com. As always, family, I ask that you listen with an open heart, open mind, and open ears. And as always, keep the conversations going. I love y'all, family. Peace out. Peace.
Let's get naked. Like the juice, do.